What's up, guys? Squid here. I consider myself to be a pretty lucky gamer growing up with the golden era of Call of Duty. You can consider this golden age of gaming as a whole, too. Everyone's talked about this. The era of gaming where it was just about the quality of the game and not the profits to increase shareholder value. Anyways, that's not the point of this video. In my opinion, the golden age of Call of Duty was Call of Duty 4 in 2007 through Black Ops 1 in 2010. Some people will say that this era's years should extend to Black Ops 2, but personally I think the direction and innovation for Call of Duty 4, World at War, Modern Warfare 2, and Black Ops 1 was the best 4-year run Call of Duty has ever seen. It's hard to say this, to be honest, because I love Black Ops 2 also. And there's going to be some personal bias here, but this video is an opinion piece, and I'd also love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. My first experience with Call of Duty was not like most. My first Call of Duty game was World at War on the Wii. Prior to this, I had just watched walkthrough videos for Call of Duty 4 and World at War on my iPod Touch. I still remember seeing this video of Michael Phelps promoting World at War around the time of the 2008 Summer Olympics. I wanted the game so bad. I didn't have an Xbox 360, but eventually I got a Wii and somehow convinced my mom to buy me a rated M game. Man, Call of Duty was so fun on the Wii. I mastered the controls and I beat the game on veteran difficulty. Yeah, this was when Call of Duty campaigns were infinite spawns and a ton of grenades. Even though I did this in 2008 at the age of 9, I still remember this gaming achievement profoundly. I was also pretty good at multiplayer, which was one of Call of Duty's very best. Even though it wasn't the traditional Call of Duty experience, this is where I fell in love with the franchise. Fast forward a little bit of time and I finally got my own Xbox. I had a family member working at Microsoft at the time, and I got an Xbox 360 Elite and a copy of Halo 3 from the employee store at Microsoft for a discount. And a couple of days before this, I also went to GameStop with my mom and got a brand new copy of Call of Duty 4. This was my first time being able to play the game after only being able to watch YouTube videos of it. I was now using a proper Xbox 360 controller, enjoyed higher quality graphics, and 60 frames per second. My god, this game was amazing and visually stunning. Even though I was late to it and I already watched the game being played over and over on YouTube, I was still so happy to finally play it. It was an iconic campaign, an iconic Call of Duty. Finally, the day is November 10, 2009, the day Modern Warfare 2 releases. I have a proper console and a pre-order for the game, back when pre-orders were needed, unlike today, where people are eager to pre-order a digital product that has no scarcity. But that's a whole other topic. Anyways, for months we have seen the marketing for this game everywhere, in person, on TV, catalogs, you name it. We were all watching E3, videos on YouTube, the Xbox dashboard, and other media outlets in anticipation of the game. I still remember that iconic trailer where at the end there's a host migration screen instead of the game ending when someone left, and the guy gets his kill afterwards. This game truly hit mainstream, and very few games at this time rose to this level of pop culture relevance. Modern Warfare 2 was the largest jump in innovation Call of Duty has ever seen, in my opinion. I could go on and on about this game, but I want to keep the video short. It is also my most beloved game in the franchise, and I will forever cherish the memories that my friends and I had with this game. I know there is some nostalgia, but man, Modern Warfare 2 was such a good game and sequel. Another year later, the Call of Duty cycle continues, and Treyarch releases Black Ops 1. The advertising and hype for this game was real, but it didn't feel novel. Even though it was dope to see Eminem and all these other celebrities do trailers, I think they were just trying to match the level of hype and success Modern Warfare 2 had hit the year before, which was just lightning in a bottle, truly. I also pre-ordered Black Ops 1, and I still vividly remember that I was disappointed when I first loaded up the game. My first ever match was on the map Crisis, and I was using an M16, and immediately I thought the game looked significantly worse than Modern Warfare 2, so it was a pretty poor first impression. However, I obviously stuck with the game since it was a new, current Call of Duty, and eventually I took a real liking to it. The gameplay was great, I really liked the guns, the perk system, and the maps. The campaign was another classic, and this personally was my favorite installation of zombies in the whole franchise. It was simple, yet there was lore and Easter eggs. These maps were fun, and we even got the World at War maps all in one place. I've played every Call of Duty to date minus Black Ops 4. I'm not saying they are bad games or don't innovate. Some of them are really great and they do innovate. As I mentioned, I love Black Ops 2 and I truly appreciate all the other CODs like Black Ops 3, Advanced Warfare, Infinite Warfare, and Ghosts. I just think the 4 year stretch from 2007 to 2010 was just the pinnacle of Call of Duty. They did such a good job making high quality games that I can understand how it could be hard to top the previous Call of Duty year after year. Maybe one can argue this era of success doomed Call of Duty, as it just set such a high bar for quality, innovation, and sales. You can only do so much with COD. It's essentially the same game every year, and it just feels like with each installment they just try to add some feature for the sake of not being the same as every other Call of Duty. It's why we see Call of Duty repeating itself in cycles in many aspects, and I think the yearly releases have only accelerated this Call of Duty fatigue. With how much manpower and resources Activision has, I think they could create some amazing gaming experiences if they just spent 3 to 4 years making one Call of Duty game. Everything from optimization to storytelling to gameplay balance, they could truly continue to innovate with each release. However, we live in a reality where the publicly traded companies' shareholder value is always expected to go up, and the pressure of an annual release haunts the gaming industry. One could argue that if they went with this route, people would stick around to play and support the game, and maybe it could be more profitable than an annual release if executed well. I still enjoy Call of Duty, although I don't play it as much, but these days I just can't help but think I wish they didn't release Black Ops 7 yet. I was so upset to see it announced at the Xbox Game Showcase. I was hoping something else would be revealed, but anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the discussion and the gameplay. Please share your thoughts below and like and subscribe. Peace.